How much do you want to bet that we're gonna go to King's Pass?
I'd bet you a pig sandwich and some potato salad.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty nice. It's too bad I'm wrong. I think we're going to Mammoth Fortress. Oh, well.
No, we're not. We're going to the yellow map with 3 platforms.
Yeah, Great Hall. Let's go. Winners finals. Best of 5.
Brynn opening up with that nasty bomb toss and finding first weapon.
VuSu holding onto the hammer. Ooh, gets D-Light sided.
Ooh, gets some nairs off. And he's hitting up with the stairs, goes for that down sig, but the Brain's having none of it.
Tosses the hammer aside, however, and is doing a decent job of being able to get these weapon tosses in. I'm not sure what he's going for with these down sigs, however, but a neutral air tosses Dobrein up above the stage.
And he's got to be a little bit more careful with those. Don't know what that end sig was, but Dobrein definitely capitalized on it.
VuSu, currently unarmed, finds the sword, however. Carries him off the stage with a side light, and then an excellent spot dodge into neutral air follow. All Dobrein finds that bread and butter D-Light side air, however.
Coming out with some pressure of his own, trying to close out that stock on Dobrein, but
having
doing an excellent job of avoiding that until now.
Casually throwing his sword into Dobrein's face, Dobrein not dodging it, and opting to die. VuSu doing an excellent job of throwing his hammer into the mine, catching it to deny the possibility of having to take an unfavorable trade, and now both players are sparring with the swords once again.
Dobrein find that D-Light combo.
Ooh, VuSu hitting him with some neutralize right now, but Dobrein responding in kind, goes for a neutral sig, but it gets punished.
VuSu picking up the hammer. I'm not sure how he's going to try and play this.
I feel like, well, that's definitely not how he should play it. I feel like
that's
he should be going
kind of what I was worried about.
Yeah, there's 2 down sigs in a row.
Going every D-Sig I've seen has been pretty questionable.
Miserably punished and resulting in him losing the game, which is something I'm not used to seeing from VuSu. It's a bunch of D6s with the hammer. I'd rather see him throw the hammer aside. Regardless, has the sword currently. Dobrein, ooh, a D-Light into D-Light stream, but he misses the fall. Goes for a ground pound and gets punished. There's a side air to send Dobrein off the stage, this time dodging out of the way of the weapon toss, and VuSu finds the hammer once again.
Picks the hammer back up. Will he go for more flashy digs? D6s or go for that good old stomp and scoop?
Dobrein went to recover low, misjudges his jumps, and dies. VuSu giving him the
good old
appropriate taunt. And,
another bomb toss from Dobrein landing.
Okay.
Gets picked up by that downlight, punishing him with his neutral.
Ooh, Dobrein jumping up with the D-Light, following up with a neutral light.
Goes for the side sig, but he finds the downlight side air combo and takes the game.
And it kills. I was surprised. I didn't think that D-Light side air kill or combo would be able to kill him, but it definitely does take the game, and game 1 goes to Dobrein.
I ban Twilight. We're back in it with a Hattori Ditto on Twilight.
Absolutely. Dobrein opening up the spear. VuSu switching over to Hattori. Holding on to a sword himself, waiting for Dobrein to approach some neutral lights, but Dobrein has amazing patience, waits for it, and goes in.
Nah, just hitting him out with those neutrals.
Yeah, has absolutely nothing.
Neutral air into recovery, and he picks up another spear. He's just dishing out the punishment.
Yeah, neutral lights and side lights, all he needs to be able to do to punish VuSu's attempts to space him with the sword. VuSu has the spear himself, falls to the side of the stage, but manages to find a recovery. Simultaneous side lights, opposite directions, neither one hitting. Dobrein goes for a gravy cancel neutral sig. Ooh, and VuSu cancels his side light with a neutral light of his own. Damage is being racked up.
Responding with that side light.
Damage is being
Very
racked up by both
tense.
players.
Very
Ooh.
tense. Gets the gravy cancel down like combo,
Oh.
but ends up getting killed by Dobrein's recovery.
Yeah, if VuSu had put out that ground pound a little bit earlier, it would have connected, but unfortunately he was caught in the startup frames and killed him off the top. Stock 1 goes to Dobrein. The mine on the side of the stage, I'm sure Dobrein wants to send them into that so he can get that favorable trade. But instead
But
it
it did
explodes.
explode, is no longer a factor, gets killed off the top by VuSu's recovery.
Dobrein waiting patiently for that unarmed combo, is able to get as much damage as he can, gets 2 neutral lights in a row, and finds the ground pound with the spear.
Dobrein making excellent use of that neutral light and following up with his Ensig.
Punishing VuSu for trying to go in for an unarmed combo with a neutral light of his own. Goes to that gravy cancel D-light, but doesn't get any follow-up. Finds the recovery, however, and VuSu tries to land with a ground pound, only to find more sword strings in his face. Both players just exchanging D-light side airs and D-light down airs. A neutral signature to disarm VuSu, however, and Dobrein's got a solid lead.
Just popping off the Ensigs. 3 for a flashy finish.
Yeah, and takes game 2 of this best of 5. Switching to Hattori was definitely not a good option for VuSu, it seems.
No, not in the slightest.
However, before we can even go over stage selection, Dobrein decides to change it up to Brynn, and VuSu goes back to Bodvar. Here we go, game
Big
3.
with the Thunderguard. Bodvar and Brynn.
Yeah, will VuSu be able to show that he's gonna need Dobrein needs to bring out Hattori, or is he gonna be able to pull out the win on Brynn?
Very nice rhyme. Very nice unarmed combo. Right.
Dobrein finds the axe, hits VuSu to the side. VuSu finds himself in the center stage, and a ground pound sends him flying upwards. Another neutral light to cover the fact that VuSu wants to go for a weapon. And an axe toss to send VuSu below the stage.
Crazy trades coming out from both players.
Yeah.
Brand taking the lead.
Oh,
I've
my
seen
gosh.
it with this axe before.
It's as close as the King's Passes we're gonna get. Both players just opting to stay in the center of the stage. Dobrein, however, finds a D-light in the middle of VuSu's jumps, and VuSu can't find a way back on the stage and ends up losing that stock pretty early. VuSu going for the unarmed combo, however. Fate finds a sword, and Dobrein, holding onto his spear, has the lead.
Again, with that excellent neutral light use from Dobrein.
Yeah, uses a downer to be able to shove VuSu below the stage. VuSu's struggling to get in against the spear spacing. Goes for a ground pound, but not going too far into the stage, making sure he can keep VuSu exactly where he wants him. VuSu goes for a gravy cancel neutral signature, but it doesn't
Gets
connect.
punished pretty hard.
Yeah, another ground pound from VuSu, tosses the sword aside. He's looking for a hammer. He needs to do something to mix this up, because Brynn has complete control over this match.
Goes for the Ensig to try and close it out. Doesn't connect. There he is, keeping his cool. Finds the side sig and takes another stock.
We hadn't seen a down signature from VuSu this entire round, but the second he throws it out, what does it do? Gets punished by Dobrein. Side signature of his own, kills him off the side of the map. He's got a solid 3-stock lead right now. Just boxing him out with neutral lights every time VuSu lands. If VuSu even wants to try to attack Dobrein, he's just getting hit by this neutral light. Ooh, Dobrein goes for another side
Neutral
sig.
lights, pokes, and side sigs.
But VuSu
Very
gets that down air
scarce.
and kills Dobrein off the bottom of the map, making it at least not a 3-stock lead. Going for that center stage once again.
Finding another spear and finding an Ensig to take another match off of VuSu.
Sends VuSu into losers finals.